So today I was talking to a girlfriend. I will keep her name out of it. She doesn't know that I'm saying this, and I want her permission, so I will not give her name away. Anyway, so got me distracted. So I was talking to her today, and realizing that we don't give ourselves, just humans in general, we don't give ourselves enough grace. If you didn't see my video from earlier, you can see just how messy my kitchen was. But that being said, we were talking today just about hardships and stuff, and how there's a lot of people in our lives that like to put labels on what we should or shouldn't be doing, how we should be responding, what the appropriate amount of time is to do whatever that is, whether it be healing or should I have left my laundry to be 5 to 7 business days to be done, kind of thing. But to me, that's very legalistic. It's very put rules on something that doesn't exist, not necessary. We all are hard on ourselves as is. Where is it in the Bible that says you have to be perfect? It doesn't. We used to have villages to help us raise our kids and do the things, and now we're criticized every chance people get. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And if we really wanted to, do better, then why aren't we helping each other more? It's sad, I know a lot of people who just want that connection and can't receive the connection because they don't feel safe talking about anything without having a solution or without being told, like, hey, this is what I would do. Stop it. There's no reason to tell people how to live their lives. You are there for them. Be a sounding board. Be a safe place for them to communicate. If they're struggling, why can't we just sit back and allow them to just feel what they need to feel instead of shutting them down? Why do we do that? We're uncomfortable with each other's feelings is what it sounds like. We need to give people the space to just be human. Who cares? I see so many influencers out there, and even just regular old Joe Schmoes, which I'm sure some of them would classify themselves as that, just talk about how they get annihilated on Facebook or whatever social media you're part of, keyboard warriors, on how they need to live their life. And, you said your apostrophe R-E instead of your with just an R. Who cares? Is that going to help me pay my bills? Is that going to help me take care of my kids? Is that going to help us build a relationship? No. People, be there for them. Love them through their hardships. Just give them the love that you wish you had. And being holier than thou and telling them how to live their life and how to grieve. And that, you need to be a part of this and that, and you need to be doing this and take this tincture and stop it. Just be there for them. Why is it so hard for us? And I know Jesus would not want us to be sitting there judging people. He wants us to love them. They will know us by our love. He wants us to honor him and love his neighbor, period. And there are times where, if you are a believer, and we believe that we rebuke our neighbors if they're doing something sinful or whatnot, but first go to them and talk to them about it. Talk it through. Figure it out, And if you can't figure it out, bring somebody else into it. That's what Matthew 18 talks about. Bring somebody else into it. Help. This is after you talk to them. Help, mediate. Figure out what you can do. And if they're sinning, not making mistakes, but sinning, if they're sinning and they're still continuing to sin, then you bring it forward to other people. And we oftentimes don't want to bring up any of our stuff because we're fear of not being perfect or, not being safe, not being emotionally safe. And I know I grew up in a world where I didn't feel emotionally safe with a lot of people, so I didn't talk a lot. I remember my mom telling me how quiet I was all the time. But the thing is that you're not building relationships by doing that. You're tearing each other apart. And Jesus doesn't ask us to do that. He asks us to love each other. There are times I'm absolutely guilty of this, and I'm preaching to the choir, but talking with her today just made me realize how desperately people want that connection and the want and feel like they belong somewhere and feel loved no matter who they are, no matter what they're going through, you know. And you shouldn't be criticizing people because they don't talk the way you do, they don't act the way you do, they don't raise their kids the way they do. Now, if you're abusing your kids, absolutely speak up. But just because they may put them in timeout and you don't, who cares? Stop it. Just be a human with them. Help them figure out this season of life that they're in. I don't get it. I don't understand. I never have. I never will. You know, it makes me sad that there's all these women. I mean, I've talked to plenty in the last 6 weeks. That there's all these women out here who feel so isolated and alone because of stuff like this. Because of this. They don't feel safe to be able to talk to somebody about something. I'd rather you come to me and tell me your deepest, darkest secrets. Come to me and tell me about all of the crap that, you know, your childhood went through. I don't care about the weather. Who cares? That's changing day by day. I want to know who you are deep at your core. You know? And the thing is that you have to be able to open up to people, but if they're not safe to open up, you're never going to. And you have to be a safe person for that person to open up. If you want to build relationships, you have to be a safe person. And if you're going to sit there and judge and talk over people and not provide an environment for somebody to just open up and be themselves. Now, there's a lot of caveats to that, but the mass majority of people just want to be heard and seen. So be that person that allows somebody else to open up.